Hello and welcome to Horror Movie Talk. This week we are reviewing the original 1979, The Amityville Horror. So strap in and learn about this real life fake story.
Is this a metal thing?
Yes.
Little taste.
David, what is this?
It's pretty thick.
Break.
I have to kill a lot of people. Just tell me what you want me to fuck.
I have big tits and a tiny vagina.
Oil me up, Daddy.
I can't believe that Bryce prefers big tits.
Mistletoe alert.
This is backcountry. This guy was a real jerk.
How long can Hugo being pregnant?
Chomp, 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 chomp.
Oh, she's such a dick, David.
Okay, everybody, put on your corpse handling gloves.
Ew.
Hoodie Picasso.
Horror.
Hello and welcome to Horror Movie Talk. I'm Bryce Hanson, and with me are my co-hosts, the boy wonder Sydney Lee and the boy wonder Max Allen. We're all boy.
I'm much obliged to you, sir.
We are the boys wonder. Yes.
We're all boys now.
As you can see, I'm wearing my shit.
What?
I lost it. I lost the name. Oh, yeah, I'm wearing my James Brolin beard. As a theme for this episode.
You should have wore your Jaws shirt. It's the 50th anniversary of Jaws.
That's true. So every week we review a single horror movie. New theatrical releases always get priority, but since there wasn't one this week, we're going back in time to 1979 and we're reviewing an old horror movie, The Amityville Horror. So make sure if you like us, rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes and YouTube. Don't be a square. Be sure to share. Also check out our Patreon, patreon.com/horror movie talk. Got some comments on our Facebook that like we don't review enough older horror movies or interesting or good horror movies. But if you're looking for, a certain like horror movie, we might have covered it in our pretentious reviews on Patreon. If you want to add your P to the community pool, go to horrormovietalk.com or that Facebook group that I just mentioned. If you want to leave a voicemail, call 682-253-4468. Let's get into the show. We'll start out by giving a brief review and our score for the movie. We score on a scale of 1 to 10. After we give our score, we'll get into spoilers and take a deeper dive into what we liked and hated about the film. I mean, this movie is like 50 years old now, so I don't think there's that much to spoil. Haunted house spooky time is I just spoiled the whole movie.
Dang it, Bryce. No.
And then at the end, we'll play a game you might want to follow on YouTube since it's a visual game.
Watch our podcast. Watch it. It's more fun. We're so sexy and hot.
We're going to do a game called Too Many Amityvilles. If you're not aware of the Amityville franchise, there are so many Amityville movies.
Aren't there like 30 movies?
If not more. Like it's...
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. So it's probably going to be our longest game we've ever played. And that's intentional. But
I've seen the newer one, like the remake from like
2005 with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We'll talk about it probably more in the spoilers, but turns out you cannot copyright the name of a city and a Dutch colonial revival architecture.
Oh.
Like you can't.
So they lost the rights to their own property, lickety split, huh?
Yeah. So You'll see when we get to that game how ridiculous it gets. I think Red Letter Media did a thing a while ago where it was just looking at like Amazon Prime horror movies and like the tropes that they'd use. So anything with like exorcism or exorcist, there's about 1 billion low budget horror movies. Anything with Amityville and anything with sharks is like you can find about 1 million of them.
Those are the 3 genres of horror, actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
Sharks, haunted houses, and
exorcisms.
exorcisms. That's really it.
And
really all
you know
you
what?
need.
There's a lot of crossover between those 3 in low budget horror movies. So
The Exor Shark.
okay, so let's get into it. The Amityville Horror, the original and the remake, is available on HBO Max and some of the more obscure sequels.
Come to think of it, when I
Question mark?
finished this movie, you know how it like goes into the corner and it says you might like these. It was all different like Amityville titles, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I was like, "What is this about?"
yeah, or just go
in space.
Yeah, or go to Amazon Prime and just search Amityville, and you'll have a cavalcade of options.
It's crazy.
So the Amityville Horror is based on a real life made up story about the Lutz family moving into a house that was the scene of a brutal murder of an entire family. They soon find out that the house is haunted or possessed or something. You can tell that the house is evil because of the way it is. George Lutz, played by Josh Brolin's dad, seems to slowly go insane while Lois Lane gradually becomes Wendy Torrance. A priest also is in the movie sometimes. So the Amityville Horror story is probably one of the most famous hauntings in America. It's likely even more famous than this particular movie. It's one of the first investigations by Lorraine and Ed Warren, on whom the Conjuring movies are based. This film is a grab bag of haunting tropes that later got perfected by better movies. It really felt like the writer couldn't decide what type of haunting was going on, so they covered every base. Let's count them down. Could be haunted by ghosts of murder victims.
Mm-hmm.
Could be possessed by a demon,
Mm-hmm.
like a pig demon, specifically.
Don't forget Ancient Burial Ground of Indians.
Ancient burial ground. The site of a house of a exiled witch.
Door to hell.
And just simply a portal to hell. You know, I mean, we've got all, you know, it's like a flea market of haunting tropes.
Well, the thing is, they never cracked the case, you know, so.
Yeah, so
They kind of did.
did they?
They give you multiple endings. It's like those books that you read that are like, oh,
The
if you
choose
choose
your own
this,
adventure.
yeah, it's exactly like that.
It's open to interpretation. Take your pick. It ends up being a rather unsatisfying story because we're never offered any real answers. You know, if you look at stuff like, I mean, what this movie makes me think of is every other movie that did it better, like Poltergeist. You know,
I would say even Insidious and The Conjuring does.
yeah,
it better.
any of the Conjuring movies, like what they offer at the end is like, this is what's happening, and we resolved it. The end, as opposed to this ending, which is not super satisfying. The Lutz family starts out promising as protagonists. George and Kathy are introduced as newlyweds, with Kathy having 3 kids from a previous marriage. However, this interesting family dynamic is never fully developed or explored, and a lot of drama is left on the table. The plot line of the father, Delaney, feels tacked on and never really pays off dramatically. He has one of the most memorable scenes in the movie, but it's bizarre that the main characters never learn about it or talk to him directly ever.
He didn't come here. He never came here. That's
Right.
what she says at one point. I'm like, what do you mean? That was 2 hours ago. I remember.
Well, yeah, but they never interacted. So the movie ends up being an example of the pitfall of having a lot of plot and no story. So all the characters end up being pretty one-dimensional, and the ending feels unsatisfying because no one really has an arc. Just a bunch of stuff happens, and then the end happens. Really. So, I mean, that's probably a worse review than it actually is. Like, it ends up, you know, there is a lot of tension. It is kind of interesting. The acting is good enough to maintain your attention to overcome some of the lack of actual character development in the script. I mean, it's fun just watching James Brolin and Margot Kidder. They're great. And Steiger, what's his name? Rod Steiger. I mean, they bring a lot to it, but as much as they can to this movie, but it ends up being pretty mediocre. I give it a score of 5 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie, it kind of falls into the comfort food genre of haunted house movies. Like, some people really like slashers. They just throw them on in the background, and that's like their relaxation thing. You know, for me, it's always been haunted house movies. Those are the horror movies that I grew up with. Those were the movies that were really popular when I was a teenager. Like, the Insidious movies were blowing up. The Conjuring movies were blowing up. So this has always been like one of my favorite style of horror movies, but it's a boring style of movie too. Like, I can see that, even though it's one of my favorites. As I'm watching it, I'm like, man, this is kind of boring. Too much is happening. You don't really get a lot of answers. I don't really understand where the tropes are coming from. Like, did this movie make a lot of the tropes? Because it is like one of the first, right? This was before Poltergeist.
It's after Exorcist.
After Exorcist.
It's before The Shining, but not The Shining book. I don't think.
It seems to play pretty heavily off The Shining. With like the father going crazy and
but I think the Shining movie coming after this, like, I thought of that too with the axe in the door scene, and that doesn't really happen in the book. Like, the book is a lot different than
you're
movie.
right. He uses a mallet in the book.
Yeah,
he uses a croquet mallet specifically.
Yeah. So I think that Kubrick probably saw this and was like, oh, maybe I should throw that in there. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
axe murder is a thing.
That's true.
But I mean, like, the specific, like, chopping down the door while the family's inside screaming is like, it's a pretty iconic moment. So yeah, there's just lots of trope sharing going around in this, and it makes it less interesting. But at the same time, it's still one of those movies where it's like, yeah, I could throw it on, and it's very comforting to me. It's my style of movie. Still not that interesting though. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, that's the thing with me too. Is like, I really like family based kind of horror movies. So that usually falls in like either haunting or possession or stuff. And it really shows you the ones that work are the ones that focus on character and like the story. You know, it's because the plot lines of them are so generic. It's literally like they move there, small stuff starts going strange and weird, and then more stuff, and then it goes crazy, and then they have to do something or leave. That's like it. That's all you can do with that. It's like something, you feel that something's wrong, and then you find out something's wrong. Like, there's not much to do there unless you're like, there's stuff happening with the characters. There's explanation for why the stuff is happening that feels satisfying, and a resolution. And this movie doesn't have any of that stuff. It just has the plot. What do you think, Sydney?
To that point though, like, I do agree with you, but I feel like now with horror movies, like the state of horror movies now, they're almost too character driven that they can be bad. Like, what comes to mind is like the newest Hellraiser movie. Like that was very focused on its main character and her like story with like drug addiction. And I did not like it. That movie just like wasn't good. Like it just like was not, I didn't really like it. That's what I mean.
I think I actually remember liking that one, but I don't remember anything about it. So I could be wrong.
I mean, the reasons why I didn't like it weren't because I like hated the main character, but it was too sterile to be a Hellraiser movie in my opinion. But like go ahead.
Yeah, you can have problems with both. Like it's a balance between the plot and the story.
Yeah.
Like you can't be completely character driven in kind of a genre, movie. You can't completely neglect the genre and the plot and focus exclusively on character. I think that's what a lot of people's criticisms of, the elevated horror movies and like A24 is that it's so focused on like the vibe and the gravitas of the characters that it's
it has to give so much of a background to every character. Sometimes.
Yeah, that the plot lines and like the actual movies are very simple. Like you've seen a lot of them before. But yeah, I mean it's a balancing act, and that's what makes it interesting watching movies, of just seeing like there's so many things that can go wrong. Like when one gets it right, it's very, very impressive. Because you think of like how much work goes into a terrible movie. It's kind of sad.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, millions of dollars. But keep going, Sydney. Tell us more.
But I think that I am the unpopular opinion out of you two, because I really liked this movie. And I agree with your criticisms though. Like there is so much happening and there is not one through line plot. Like obviously the through line plot is like this house is doing things to these people and like they need to figure out, I don't know. They don't really seem like they really want to figure anything out. They kind of just whatever. But so I agree with your criticisms and I understand why you guys would give it a 5. And I thought that there were times where I was very bored. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, why are there so many characters? Like there are so many people in this movie. Like we didn't need all these side characters. Like did her brother need to get married? Like, did we need a wedding in this movie? Like, I was like, what? That had nothing to do with anything. Like the whole plot line with the caterer. What? Like, why does that come back?
It was just to piss him off.
I know. Like, and then his like coworker comes over and he's like, this caterer keeps calling. And it's like, wait, why do we give a fuck about this? Like, it does not matter. So there's a lot in the movie like that. There's a lot of stuff in the movie that's just, okay, this feels very tacked on. But I do like all of the random haunted house tropes thrown in there. And then, movies that come after this, taking those and expanding on them and making them better. That is very true. But this movie is so well acted and it's so gorgeous. There are shots in this movie that I'm like, a horror movie wouldn't even dare to do this today. Even a really good horror movie. I haven't seen shots like this since, like, horror movies in the 70s really get that right. Like the filmmakers take their time. The cinematography is incredible. Like there are just scenes in the church, like the priest, where like the scenes don't mean anything to the movie, but like they're so gorgeous that I was like, this makes me so happy. I also thought that Miss Lois Lane is incredible in this. The dad is great too. James Brolin, like he's amazing. The kids are great actors. Everyone is acting their ass off, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous movie. And I think it's fun that there's 1,000 different explanations for why the house might be haunted or possessed. Like, I'm like, whatever, fuck it. Let's throw in a couple more in there. Like, whatever. So like, I actually really did enjoy this movie. I can't say it's perfect because it's not, because there really is no resolve. They just kind of leave, and then there's like text on the screen that say like they moved, and you're like, okay.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
Spoilers for a 60-year-old movie.
But I agree with Max, like Insidious, like the first one, way better haunted house movie. And Insidious is an incredible movie in general. Like, I'd almost say that's like perfect in my opinion, but I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Like, I really did like it, and it's for the cinematography and it's for the acting. Like, and also when the priest scene comes on, the first priest scene with the flies, I didn't know where that came from because I saw that in Scary Movie 2. And I didn't know where it came from, and it came from Scary Movie 2. And well, it came from this and went into Scary Movie 2. So that was very exciting for me.
Yeah.
I actually also noticed how beautiful this movie was at certain times. Like, there was a shot where like a car like drives up a hill and like the sun is like shining through these trees, and it was like such this like pretty red color coming through the trees. I was like, man, how did they even get this shot in the 70s? Like, that's crazy to me. They did a really good job.
I mean, like with movies from the 70s or whatever, or even before, like, you had to be so meticulous about your surroundings because you didn't have the technology to like create a CGI fucking background for anything. So like, there's a shot where the dad is, I don't know, he's doing something in town. He's in town hall or so. I don't know what he was doing. I literally don't know why. But he gets back on his motorcycle, and it's a shot from the ground, and the sun is setting right through the town hall pillars, like next to him. And it's like, that framing is insane. Like, it's just like this fucking horror movie. Like, it's just like this fucking horror movie just has these gorgeous, gorgeous shots. And it's just really, I really loved it for that.
Yeah, I didn't notice it as much, probably because I was watching it on my iPhone. But
what?
I also watched it on my iPhone.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because I was watching it in the afternoon. My kids were on the TV, and I didn't want to force them out of the room.
Yeah, Mikawa was doing her nails, and I didn't want to make her move, and she doesn't want to watch it, so I watched it on my phone.
Yeah,
I watched it on my 60-inch QLED 4K Ultra TV.
All right.
Okay.
All right. It's all being compressed by HBO Max, anyways. You're not seeing anything really great.
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't really notice that, but I did notice a lot of very 70s like stylistic choices in here. It's also really interesting just how many of these things like feel like they're putting that in because it was popular right around then. So like when you're talking about the brother getting married, it's like, okay, well, that's literally just The Godfather. Like they're just like putting in The Godfather into this movie for some reason. And, you know, and
you
like
come to me on the day of my haunted house.
Come to me on the day of my haunting.
You come to me.
Yeah. So and it was very successful. It was a low budget movie, but it made a lot of money relative to its budget, and it was one of like the top 10 movies of the year at the time. It was probably the most successful horror movie up to that time, I think. I don't know. Exorcist came before. That must have been more successful, but yeah, it was kind of a cultural phenomenon at the time. But when you look at like Rotten Tomatoes score, it's still like in the 30s. Like critics didn't really like it. But it had a decent impact, and I'm wondering where the fame is. Is it in the story itself and like the enduring story of the Lutz family and like Ed and Lorraine Warren kind of tacked onto it, or is it this movie that really kept it enduring. And I would guess it's more the story than anything.
This made $86 million worldwide in 1979.
Yeah. Yeah, it made a lot of money. What was it? It says in the trivia something about the budget. We'll get into it in the spoiler section.
You know the most disappointing part about movies based on real life stories is when you look up the real life story, the people in it are never as hot as they were in the movie. Like they always cast these like gorgeous, sexy people, and then you look up and they're just like these trailer trash, like balding dudes every time.
Yeah, I was like looking up, because I knew Ed and Lorraine Warren had something to do like with this, and just looking up Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I would trust Patrick Wilson. Would you?
Yeah, that guy looks shady.
Yeah, would you trust this guy?
He just looks like every guy that walks around the North End around
He kind of looks like Alex Jones a little bit.
I would not trust him.
They're putting chemicals in the water to make the frogs possessed.
It turned the freaking frogs gay.
So yeah, agreed, Max. Let's move on to the mid-roll. If you listen to these commercials, you should know you don't have to. You can go to Patreon and sign up at the tier that gives you early access without commercials, and enjoy that. If you like commercials, keep listening. It's great.
Enjoy that.
We suck the teat of commerce through your eyes when you watch our commercials. Also, you can go to our shop on horrormovietalk.com/shop. We've got an order from Australia last month.
Oh.
Someone bought a shirt, so it still exists. Someone's buying things. And also check out our resident artist Dustin Goebel at Instagram at DGOEBEL00, and he's got a new project right now that he wants some eyeballs on. So please help him out and go to at Forain. It's FORRAEIN. It's a new comic that he's illustrating and writing right now. It's character-driven medieval sci-fi with a dash of existential philosophy. It's really beautiful. You can also go to his Patreon at patreon.com/Forain. That's FORRAEIN. And you can get the preview panels for it, and check it out. He's a really talented guy, and he's been helping us out a lot. So we want to get as many of you over there supporting Dustin as possible. Finally, here's a commercial. Just kidding. There's more commercials to come. If you want to leave us a voicemail, call 682-253-4468. Thanks again. Let's get into spoilers. I just realized I never shared the script, did I?
No, I've been been so lost without it.
It's also actually always shared to you if you go to your drive, but I'll be nice and post the link.
There's one trope of haunted house movies that I can never get behind, and it's the constant moving. Because I know how hard it is to move and how sucky it is. Like, all of your money goes into a house. All of it. There's not a drop left after you buy a house. There is no haunting that would get me to leave.
That's true. Yeah, if my house started haunting or possessing my child, I'd be like, well,
shit
Aaron,
happens.
We'll have to put up with it for 5 to 10 years to get our, to make up for escrow,
Honestly, even if I was like, because I rent right now, and even if I my apartment was haunted, I'd be like, well, what am I gonna do? Pay for
we gotta
movers
find a
again?
new place,
Find a new place? Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm already here. Everything's set up. Like, I don't want to go anywhere. I agree. They don't move. They don't. I mean, they only last 17 days, right?
I think it's 23 days.
That's my one of my big complaints about this movie that I didn't say in my review. What's the point of having what day it is on the screen? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long they were there. It does not matter at all. They just put it up randomly. They don't even put it up like consistently.
Well, I mean,
like day 4, and you're like, okay, and like.
Well, that's the thing. I think at the time, like this news stories in the book was about. I mean, the big, like, kind of tagline was, "This family moves into a haunted house. They only last 23 days, and they leave all of their possessions behind."
Which that's crazy. You're gonna leave all your furniture. You're gonna
you can't hire people to go in and get it for you. Like,
it's not like they're gonna be haunted right away.
Yeah.
Only the priests and the nuns get haunted right away.
It also is less impressive the fact that they bought most of the furniture with the house, so it's not like they're leaving that much behind. But
they had so many boxes, though. They weren't even unpacked. They didn't even try to unpack. Like,
no, that's actually realistic because they've only been there 23 days. Yeah, you're gonna have boxes well into the second month, maybe the third month.
I've still got some boxes in my garage that we haven't unpacked.
I have boxes in my garage that I haven't unpacked.
Yeah.
I guess moving houses is a lot different. Like, I always unpack everything like so quickly when I move. Like, I can't stand not having my stuff surrounding me. Like,
well, yeah, it's only one person's stuff though. When you got like five people's stuff, and you unpacked to the point of exhaustion, and then you unpack to the point of necessity, and then you find out what's not necessary, and that stays in the box.
Yeah. And I guess also your kids are not gonna unpack. They're not gonna help you.
Right.
Yeah. And moving with a partner is hard too, because like Keikoa wants all the kitchen stuff to be where she wants it, but she doesn't want to unpack. And so I can't unpack and put the kitchen stuff away because I don't know where they're supposed to go.
Yeah.
And so the kitchen stuff just sits in boxes for 2 months.
Yeah, but you're not bitter. So the first thing we need to talk about with this movie is the unspeakable damage done to the reputation of Dutch colonial revival architecture. This poor house. There's so many houses that look
so gorgeous
exactly
too.
like it.
It's a beautiful house.
Yeah.
Like, I love the windows. The eye windows.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
It is, if anything is the main character of this movie, it's this freaking house with those eye windows. Mm-hmm. It cuts back to a shot of the house and like menacing shots of those windows. Basically every scene transition. And that's not even much of an exaggeration. Mm-hmm. And it gets more and more like nefarious, and they block out the light more and more to make it look like angry eyes.
It works. It like works. Cool. It really does. Like, it does look like angry eyes.
But yeah, this style of house is actually really common. And that's one of the reasons why it's like you can't copyright, even though the Amityville Horror house is a specific house that exists in Long Island. Like, you can't copyright a architectural trope, So So that's one reason why there's so many sequels and stuff, because they can't copyright the name of Amityville, and they can't copyright using a common house shape on a poster.
Can you copyright the right to adapt a real life story?
Yeah. And that's where like the movies that do adapt, they have to like license it, or have like that. But
technically they don't really adapt this real life story very well. Like, that's not what happened. It was just like the son killed the family. That's like what happened. in real life. It was like this guy, and he was the son of these people, and he killed everyone, and then he ran into a bar and said, my parents got shot. And then they fucking arrested him because he did it.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And they don't know what the motive was, but it's like, you never know what he was going through. Maybe his parents were terrible. Maybe he's crazy.
So that's like based on the DeFeo murders.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And that's how it, like, the opening of the movie is showing that.
But it's saying that the father killed the whole family. That's what they say in this movie.
No, it says it was the son.
It does? Oh,
I think the remake makes it the father, because the remake really focuses on the fact that the house turns the father into like a psychopath who wants to kill his family.
I mean, it kind of does this in this one too. I mean, like we have this.
Yeah, not as much though.
But he's the one that like really gets sick. Everyone's getting sick. Why is everyone getting sick? Why is the priest so sick after being in the house for like 5 seconds? But like the Miss Lois Lane is fucking fine for most of the movie.
No, I mean, I think that is like what it's trying to communicate, is that James Brolin is going insane. Like it's not subtle about making that point.
No.
And I think it is trying to say that. Yeah, it is a little confusing. Like I couldn't keep track of whether the murders in the prologue, whether it was a murder-suicide or the guy, I don't remember them saying he gets arrested or like they find the guy, but the real life one, the son,
they do say, because he goes to the bar and the bartender's like, oh my gosh, you look just like the guy. He was sitting right there when they arrested him.
Oh, that's right.
I don't even, there's so much that happens in this movie. I'm glad that you remember that. Like, I'm like,
yeah,
so much dialogue.
So yeah, I thought the opening, of the movie was very strong on those murders, and it's all kind of told through flashes in the windows and kind of like quick cuts of, of the aftermath. And then it just goes straight to the Lutzes touring the house. I love that they don't like try to hide it. They're like, oh yeah, this is the murder house. That's why it's so cheap. And
I did. Do you want to know how much that this house would be today with the inflation calculator?
Sure.
I'm curious what it would be with an inflation calculator, and I can tell you how much the actual house is worth now.
Well, yeah. So I don't even think I looked up inflation. No, I think I did. So it said it was going for $80,000, which was a shot in my head, in my chest, and my stomach, because I was like, $80,000 house. Wow. Wow. That's great. It's $521,000 for a 4-bedroom house. $500,000.
A 3-story house
with a boathouse. On a lake, on a river.
They say, they make it a point of saying like they can get the house for $80,000, which to them is a lot. Which to me,
my grandparents paid like $20,000 for their house. Like I get it. Like
I would literally give both of my nuts if I could get a house for $80,000 that was this house. But they also say that it's actually worth about 120. So what's the calculation for 120?
I only did 80, but give me a sec.
Because you can, it's funny, like I was looking up, because this house actually exists, and the address was so famous that they had to change the address. I don't even know how the owners did this, but the owners eventually changed the address just so people wouldn't come to their house.
120 in 1974 is equivalent to about $782,000.
Okay. Well, the actual house, I won't
worth like $20,000.
I won't dox the house, but it's actually worth $1.18 million.
See, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but
my parents' house is worth about $1 million, and it's not nearly as big as this house.
Yeah. So it's
every house near me is worth $1 million, and they're like 5 square feet. And
$1 million house is just a regular house these days.
It's just a regular house. It's just a regular fucking house. My childhood home sold for almost or around 800 grand. And it's a 3-bed, 1-bath, probably 1,000 square feet. And I'm not even fucking joking. And my parents bought it for like 200 grand in 2001. So it's crazy.
Here, I can do a street view. So this is the actual house. You can notice that they
change the windows.
Changed the windows. Got rid of the chimney.
They get a gate.
Or wait, no, the chimney's still there. But yeah, I mean, they, like, you can't even, like, I think they blocked it on Google Maps, like, so you can't actually get in front of it.
It's all blurred around it, too.
It's interesting how deep in this neighborhood it is, because in the movie, it kind of makes it look like it's a secluded lake house.
Maybe they built these other houses later.
No, I think they're there. You can kind of see they cut out a lot. Like, it's kind of interesting how much they, because I'm sure all these.
Is that the actual house where the murders happened? Like, did they use the same house in the movie?
No, they didn't. They couldn't use the same house in the movie. They didn't. Amityville wouldn't give them like the rights to shooting it because they obviously didn't want to be associated with evil and murder. But yeah, it's kind of interesting that, yeah, $80,000. This is why boomers are insufferable about buying a house. I'm like, well, all you need to do is work 2 jobs for a while, and then you can buy an 80. Just save up and buy it with cash.
No, just walk in and say, "I'll buy it with cash right now." Hand them your stack of money.
There are parking spots in Boston that are like 60 grand. So, like, I'm not even joking. If you go look at lots, you can buy a parking spot for $60,000.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So they decide to buy the house. While they're doing the touring, they're doing a lot of these intercutting the scenes from the murder.
Love that.
It's very 70s.
Really cool.
Very like French New Wave inspired.
Mm-hmm.
It's effective. It's jarring, but it's off-putting.
Insidious Chapter 2 does this exact same thing.
Yeah.
Which is a great movie.
I think it's unfortunate because the opening of the movie is so good.
Yeah,
and,
it's
like,
really
it sets
spooky,
the tone,
scary.
And then the rest of it's just kind of meh. So they move into the house.
You didn't like the 20-minute sex scene?
The one where there's
the back of
where there's zero
man.
Thrusting.
Like, they're
It's
just
such
like
a PG-13 sex
and they
scene.
were kissing.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
And okay, so they move in, and then they get a visit by Father breaking and entering. The priest just comes into their house.
Yeah.
Hello? Is anyone home?
Which is bold. He hears voices in the house and then like walks up to follow him and then sees everyone outside. Instead of, calling out or leaving the house and going to the backyard and being like,
he tried to open the window and say hello, but he couldn't.
Yeah, but you go introduce, you don't just start like blessing the house with it. I mean, to me,
later on, she makes it clear that she has a friendship with this priest, so he probably helped her through her divorce? ?
Yeah, that's fine, but all the more reason to go talk to her. It's not. It's just weird. If I called a priest over to bless my house, I would like to be there when he blesses the house, because that's kind of the point, to have like the feel goods of like, oh yeah, we're all here, we're all experiencing, blessing the house or whatever.
I have a traumatic experience with walking into someone else's house without permission. When I was like how when you go over to your grandma's house, like you don't really need a knock, you can just like go in, because it's your grandma's house. Or like your aunt, your uncle, or like a close family member. There's not really the expectation.
They never lock their doors. You just walk in. Yeah.
So you saw your grandma naked?
No, that's not where this is going.
Okay.
I had a neighbor who was a part of our extended family who we saw all the time, who I guess was just outside my reach of being able to comfortably walk into their house without knocking. But I didn't know that because I was a kid. So I did walk into their house without knocking, and then they yelled at me.
Oh my God.
And it was so horrifying.
That's so embarrassing.
They were like my cousin's grandma. So not my grandma, but adjacent. And I wasn't
How
close
is
enough.
your cousin's grandma not your grandma?
The other side of the family.
My cousin's grandma isn't my grandma because she's my second cousin.
No. First cousin, you have two grandmas, right?
Uh-huh.
And we share this one, but we don't share that one. That one's not related to me.
I see.
But they're in the, we see them all the time. We go over to their house. They come over to our house. So we're still connected. But I guess 8-year-old me was not allowed to walk into their house without knocking.
Yeah, fair enough.
At least you were a kid. It's not like it was like now. You're just like walking into someone's house. You're like, hey.
Yeah. So the father goes in, and this is kind of one of the memorable scenes. I think in the remake they do it. They go like to a ludicrous amount, but in the scene he's like starting to bless the house, and then he smells a fart that's really bad, and flies, start accumulating outside and then inside the room for some reason. And then,
honestly, Scary Movie 2 did not exaggerate with the amount of flies. Like, how they're usually, really crazy and exaggerate, like they exaggerate everything. Like there was the same amount of flies in Scary Movie 2.
I think in the remake in 2005, the fly scene is absurd. Like I remember him.
I don't remember it really
being like covered in flies.
But that reminds me of Scary Movie. Like, I want to play that scene. I want to find that.
People think that flies are attracted to things like poop or trash, right? But actually, in reality, they're attracted to evil. And poop just happens to be evil, which is why they're attracted to it, which is also why you got to get it out of you as quick as you can. But that's why the flies were coming in, is because they love evil.
Here's an excerpt from the 2005 remake. I don't know if this is gonna be too loud.
My God.
So a little more extreme.
Just a storm.
My
of
God.
Yeah. It's
that is ridiculous.
Impressive. So this one is
ridiculous.
Like, I guess they just covered the guy in honey and the flies and let the flies loose on him.
I do like how he's just like a little too calm for how many flies are on him. Like one fly gets on you, you're like, and you kind of like shake it off. But there's like 30 flies on this guy, and he's just like standing there.
I thought he was just really sweaty. So the honey makes a lot more sense. Sorry, I was just like, because he looks so gross. Like I was like, this is really nasty. I don't like this.
And he gets like super sick, and he runs away, and for some reason he's got like a fly bite on his hand or something like that.
Hey, so why does he go blind?
He sees the face of God.
But he doesn't.
He was overacting so much that he blew a blood vessel into his ocular.
His optic nerve just exploded.
Yeah.
Like unpopular opinion, I really did like the priest storyline. Like I thought they got a lot of good lines. And again, like the acting is phenomenal. And I liked the Father Bolin and like the main priest guy, like them being like doubters and stuff like that. I thought that was a really good, solid storyline. But it's like if they fleshed that out enough for it to make sense, and they fleshed the family story out enough for it to make sense, and like had them come to a head at the end, like this would be a lot better. But it really doesn't matter. Like she just really wants to talk to the priest at one point. Like, it's just like there's not like this he's like, yes, this is what's happening. And she's like, oh, okay. And then like that doesn't really happen. Like it's really frustrating because there's so many priest scenes. There's so many. She doesn't
just go to the church. Like, why don't you just go to the church and see the priest?
I love how unhelpful the other priests are too. Like,
right.
She calls and he's like, well, yeah, Father so-and-so is actually on vacation. She's like, well, I really need help. Like, this is an emergency. I need ecclesiastical guidance immediately. And he's like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he's out of town, so.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself. I can't do it.
Yeah, you'd think that that guy would just offer to come over and just be like, well, I'm here. I'm not chopped liver. Yeah, so, the father has 3 scenes. There's the one in the house that's significant. Well, no, I guess 4. There's one where he demands to be taken back to the house, and then they crash the car because, evil hates cars. And
I like to think that they just gotten a little fender bender and that somehow made its way into the lore of the story. They're like, the evil caused it.
Yeah.
And I love how he's like, the evil caused the car crash, and the main priest guy is like, no, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Yeah. So they have a meeting with like the superior, their superiors.
The deacon or whatever.
And one of them is like, hey, we can't talk about there being possession in Amityville because then we'll have to close the beaches. And it's played by the guy, the mayor in Jaws, which is hilarious because the town in Jaws is called Amity. Yeah.
I always thought that this movie was set in Massachusetts because of Jaws.
Right.
Like, I always was like, Amityville is also in the Cape. And it's like, no, it's not.
Yeah. Please tell me in the game you've pulled up a crossover between the Amityville Horror and Jaws.
Sharknado, Amityville.
There's so many. I can't
Sharks
even remember.
in Amityville.
Sharks in the Amityville
there is one,
house.
but I'm not sure I have it in the game, to be honest.
There should be a Sharknado that is in the Amityville house.
The story would be a giant plane that's transporting sharks for a big aquarium in New York City is flying over the Amityville house, and it crashes, and all the water and the sharks floods through the chimney into the house, and then it's just full of sharks.
Well, also they're right next to a river, so that could contribute. Like, it could fall. They could fall into the river, and then the tsunami.
Shark house.
Is that real?
They don't even bother with the right house either.
Is that real? Are you serious?
Yeah, this is an actual movie.
No, it's not.
It totally is.
Amityville Shark House.
That's awesome.
Holy shit! It is real. It came out 2 years ago. Why haven't we covered it?
Yeah, let's review that next week.
I know. Or we got
there's another Amityville
Island. I'm telling you.
What?
It's endless, guys. It's endless.
Oh
the
my God,
Amityville movies.
Whoa.
Okay. So
the screen grabs from this movie are crazy, dude. Oh, there's Amityville in space. Oh my God.
You gotta stop looking at
Stop looking. Stop looking. You're gonna ruin the game.
Sorry.
Okay, so the father in this scene where he's like meeting with the superiors is the most overacting I've seen in a movie in a while. Like that,
like,
and then
it
when
reminded me of like Conclave, though. I was like, yes, give me the priest drama. Ever since I saw Conclave, I'm like, I want to watch more movies about cardinals. Like,
yeah,
it's fun.
So he overacts in that one, and they just basically tell him like, you can't shut down the beaches, and then in later he's like giving, what is it, like a mass or something, and he's just like screaming to the heavens.
No, he's alone in the church with Father Bolin.
There's no one there.
Yeah, he's praying, and he's screaming, and then that's when he goes blind, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I assume most masses are like, to be honest. Like,
just nobody there.
Yeah.
No.
The morning mass. You think
it's old people? It's just old people.
Aren't there like 3 masses a day?
On Sundays, it's usually 9 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Oh, okay.
And then on like weekdays, there's masses every day, but not in the main church. It would be in the lower church or the smaller church within the church. There's a church. There's like the main church, and then in the parish I grew up in, there was a lower church, which was just a smaller version.
Well,
of
yeah,
upstairs.
like who's going on Tuesday? Is there people going to a Tuesday mass?
Old people go to mass every day.
Wow. Okay.
But they're shorter. They're shorter and they're more fun because it's like bing, bang, boom, we're getting this done.
So whatever he's doing there, whether he's just just praying or whatever, like
he's screaming at Jesus. Come on.
He's going insane, and then he goes blind, and then he's just out of the game at that point.
He's a non-playable character.
Yeah, he's an NPC after that.
Then he's just sitting on a bench for the rest.
Yeah,
he just has a brain bleed.
Yeah.
He's not functional anymore.
My favorite thing is that so he's sick and they're like, oh, he has like flu-like symptoms, and then like the dad, James Brolin, is sick and it's like flu-like symptoms, and the daughter is somehow sick, but we never really see her sick. And like Lois Lane is like the whole time she's just like, yeah, they're all just kind of everyone. It's just going around. It's just like this flu that makes my husband want to kill me and my daughter evil, and the priest go blind, and it's like so normal. Don't worry about it, guys. He'll be fine. He can come to the wedding. He's going to be normal at the wedding.
Well, this was pre-COVID. People didn't worry about it that much. So back to the family. So after they buy the house, we get to see some side today from Margot Kidder. She is a cutie.
Side
Margot
boob and
Kidder is a
under boob
cutie
might
patootie.
be better than full boob.
Yeah, I agree.
She is gorgeous.
And then they have the 20-minute PG rated sex scene that gets cock blocked by the little girl. Let's see. I'm just going through these.
I like when he has erectile dysfunction later.
Right. It's just alluded to, and it's just another plot point that's just like, I don't know. Well, that sucks.
Well, that's
has
what
no
I love
payoff,
about this movie is
like,
because when you're adapting a quote unquote real life story, like you take what you can get. Like they're like, tell us everything. He's like, there was this one night I couldn't get it up, and that made it into the movie.
Spooky.
The scariest thing of all,
Mm-hmm.
not getting hard.
So, and then James Brolin is like shown as getting gradually more like
He
Jack
looks
Torrance.
yucky.
Like he becomes the dad from The Witch.
He has
He's
the
just
suds.
all of a sudden obsessed with chopping wood for some reason.
Wait, that's so true. I never thought.
If you want to understand if your family is being affected by paranormal evil, if your dad starts chopping wood obsessively, like run the other way.
And he won't help your mom bring the groceries in.
Yeah.
When in her schoolgirl outfit. Can we talk? What the fuck was going on with her costuming? She has pigtails. She's wearing a schoolgirl skirt. I'm like, this is a grown woman. Like,
yeah, she's had 3 kids.
yeah, and okay, so
that's how you get 3 kids, I guess. I mean,
oh my God.
I probably have 8.
Pigtails did not work for her. I'm gonna say
No,
it.
they didn't. I didn't like it. But it was interesting because I looked up their ages, like the age of her at the time and then him, and they're 25 years apart.
Are you serious?
He
Holy
was
cow.
25. He was born in the 20s and she was born in the 40s. So she was like 20 in her mid 20s during this, and he was in his mid 40s. He looked good, but like I was like, wow, that is a big fucking age difference.
Okay, you guys didn't reply to me. Does he not look like Christian Bale? Like so
He
much?
does look a lot like Christian Bale. You're not wrong.
I agreed. I agree. Sorry, I didn't respond.
That's okay. I thought I was going crazy because you guys didn't say anything, and I was like, am I the only one seeing this? He looks just like him.
I was saving it for the pod. It's what a professional does.
Oh.
Yeah, he so much like him. Like that's like if you told me that was Christian Bale, I would believe you. Like,
maybe Christian Bale's mom got it, you know? Maybe they're related.
Well,
Maybe
he
he's related
also
to
like Josh Brolin.
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to find another picture of James Brolin. Yeah. Anyways.
I'm gonna be. You guys keep talking. I have to pee so bad. I'm just gonna pretend that this is. So much coffee. I'm sorry.
Okay. So George, another like trope that they throw in throughout this movie is the witching hour. He keeps waking up at 3:15 in the morning.
Did you notice how they set that up in the beginning? Where so they show the murder, right? And then the police show up and the sergeant's like, give it to me straight. What time do you think the murder occurred? And the guy's like, oh, I couldn't say for sure. I mean, I don't know. Maybe 3:15. And then all of a sudden he switches gears and he's like, and that's going to be really close. That's going to be really close to the actual time they died. And then it turns out it was exactly 3:15.
Yeah. I don't know if this movie started that trope, but I think 3:15 is specifically like a thing that's come up in other movies too.
Yeah, I think it's in like The Haunting in Connecticut and maybe like The Conjuring. It's a pretty common trope.
The daughter starts seeing an imaginary friend named Jody.
Chauncey.
And that exists, I guess. That also never really pays off. None of this stuff really pays off. It's just like...
I was confused. Is Jody one of the kids who died, or is Jody a demon pretending to be her friend?
I think Jody is one of the kids that died.
Or is Jody a Native American who's buried in the basement?
Yeah, I think Jody is a demon posing as one of the people that died, but is all actually a pig monster that can fly, apparently, because it can look through windows on the 3rd floor. So that happens. Then we have the black poo water coming through the toilets.
So what was that? What was that about?
That's just home ownership, really. I mean, that has nothing to do with the evil. That just happens.
I was going to say the other night we ran a bath for Nellie and just like black specks were filling the tub. And I was like, that's just, things happen.
Yeah, it's probably just lead. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
My favorite part about that is that it just like hard cuts to like the toilet being crazy, and they're like, "Oh my god, go check the other bathroom," and then he just like it's fine, and then he flushes the toilet, and that's when it comes in, and he's like, "Oh shit!" It's like,
yeah, so that means the tank was already filled with black water,
but it's not even water; it's like thick.
Yeah,
so thick.
And then that's like happening right as Aunt Helena shows up.
Oh my god, yeah. Who is a nun?
Immediately
Jump
leaves.
scare nun.
Yeah, she's a nun. She shows up and then immediately leaves and then throws up. The throwing up scene is like actually kind of funny. Like it's so sudden. It's so sudden and stupid. It's like, okay, how much of reiterating are we going to do? Don't we have enough like religious figures that show up and get sick? Do we have to add another one?
Yes.
Have you ever been driving a car and you really had to throw up, and so you just quickly pull over to the side of the road, open your car, throw up, and then just keep driving?
No.
I did that once, but I pulled over, threw up, and then realized that I probably shouldn't be driving, and then called someone to pick me up. But I wasn't drunk.
Yeah, I don't think I've been driving and had to throw up.
Yeah,
it's always when I'm a passenger. Yeah, and then just like a lot of stuff happens. Like nothing really advances the story at all. It's literally just I mean, if anything, like any character changes happen, it's James Brolin's character gets more and more tired and insane. And the only payoff is that he starts to like go after the kids as an axe murderer and almost chops Margot Kidder's head, and then realize like, hey, wait a minute, you're Margot Kidder. aren't you Lois Lane? And then he stops himself.
The part where he slaps her, that was the hardest slap I've ever seen on camera.
I know. That was crazy. That was really crazy. I didn't like that.
Yeah, and he cold cocks his friend, and his friend's like, all right, did you get it out of your system? Like, I'm sorry, my friend would probably kick my ass at that point. Like, how would you not get in a...
Yeah, that's not cool.
What did George do for a living? Like, did they ever talk about like what his actual business was?
I could not figure it out for the life of me. Like, and it didn't matter. It didn't fucking matter. Like, so he has to sign the payroll check, so he's the boss, right?
He's the owner.
He's the owner of what?
Something.
So they're from this area because
They've got
he
a
didn't
phone
have to
number on
change
their
this-
van.
Yeah, but the van is like nasty too. Like, it's not even like a good looking.
Right.
Like, I didn't even clock that it was like his work van. I was just like, oh, they bought this shitty van.
It actually says the name of his company on the van, but I don't remember what it was.
Mm.
I also want to say that I know it's a very much a non sequitur that the daughter is like seemingly quote unquote possessed. Don't know if she was or not, but one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when they're all at the wedding and they have like the babysitter, like the cousin watching the girl, and she gets locked in the closet, and that whole sequence is really great. Like, oh, Jody is here, and then I don't know the stuff with Jody. What's up? Who's that?
Yeah, we already talked about that. European.
Yeah, you were about
sorry.
it.
It reminded me of Judy from Twin Peaks.
Okay.
I wonder if
maybe they're related.
I mean, the names are close, so.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. The kid's hand gets crushed by the window, but the fingers aren't broken.
Yeah, what?
This is the one. Yeah, this is the one significant thing that definitely never paid off. Like, why is the sergeant just acting like a peeping Tom for this family for no apparent reason? And then
I kind of liked him.
It also like switches to where he's like, "Oh, I'm also a very good friend of Father Bolin."
I liked him a lot. No, not Father Bolin. The older guy,
whatever his name is. The main Father Delaney. It's like, also, I'm a very good friend of Father Delaney. So it's like, is he investigating what's wrong with Father Delaney?
That's what he says.
Or was he investigating what's going on in, like, because he doesn't really show up for the family until they call the police about the door that gets blown out.
And it got blown out from the inside.
Yeah.
He was the most tropey character in this whole thing. I mean, like, everyone else is just trying to play a person, and he walks in and he's like, maybe I'm just chasing shadows. I don't know.
Yeah, that one felt like it was like... That felt like it was a producer saying, like, hey, why don't we have a detective character like The Exorcist has?
Well, because we have the cop at we have him at the beginning when the original murders happened. So I guess they were trying to, like, combine it. I also... maybe I missed something here. Maybe I like looked away for a sec because I was cooking dinner at the same time I watched this.
You were cooking dinner when you watched this?
You were cooking dinner while you were watching the movie?
I can see the TV directly from my stove.
Oh, wow. You were probably watching it on 1.2 speed as well.
Yeah, I was watching it on 10 times speed. Took me 2 seconds to watch. No, but the friend and the wife breaks into the house without them knowing and says, I need to go in the basement because she knows where something is, and then they knock down the wall. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, it starts out as her not wanting to go in, and then she decides she has to go in,
but
break down a wall.
Is it in the same? Was it a different day, or was it?
I think it was a different day.
It was a different day, right? That's what I wanted to clarify because I was like, wait, did they come back? Like, why did they come back?
Actually, I'm not sure if it was a different day.
No, I think it was the same night, but I was confused what was behind the wall because
it was the portal to hell.
It was the red room. It was a red room.
They just don't really explain it very well. They're like, you could see that it's red in there, and they say
he sees a reflection of himself.
She's like, they come and go here, and I was like,
I like the little voice she did.
Yeah, and then the voice tells him to find the well, which is literally just the well. right there, I guess. I mean, it's.
But what was the well for?
Goop.
It's because they were just throwing in shit. You know, you gotta have another.
I'm like obsessed with this movie. Like it literally is crazy. Like it's so nuts. Like it
can't decide what it is. It can't decide what's going on at all.
That's the best part because it sets this precedent, right? And then it like all the horror movies, all the haunted house movies that come after it take one thing out of this movie and they run with it and they expand on it and they make it fucking great. And that is why this movie is so important. Because
right.
What else?
I can't decide if this is like the originator of a lot of the stuff or if it just took everything that anyone has ever said about a haunted house before.
It originated all of this. What haunted house movies come before this though? Like,
I mean,
genuinely.
The Exorcist was before this,
but that's not haunted house.
That's not really a haunted house movie.
Possession.
I mean, The Innocents. I think The Changeling was before this, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I mean,
there was definitely other haunted house movies before this one.
This was 79.
Yeah. So, anyways, the ending of the movie is they just nope out of there, which is kind of funny if you think about it. Like,
why'd he go back for the dog though?
I bet if you were watching this in a theater full of black people, they would be cheering. It's like, finally, the family listens to him. Just like, get the fuck out of the house. And then the family actually gets the fuck out of the house. And that's the end of the movie. This is what happens.
Specifically black people?
Sure. I mean, it could be anyone that's yelling at the screen constantly for people to get out of the house. I mean, it could be any race. I just use them for an example, you know? But yeah, they actually leave. And like, this is your answer. Like, you want that to happen? Well, this is what happens. The movie just ends and there's no resolution because they just leave.
Yeah. Not that I don't understand why they didn't go, why he went back for the dog. Like I understand it's a valuable member of your family. I would also run into a burning building for my cat. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but in the context of this, why wouldn't they take the dog originally? Like where you forgot that the dog was there. Like they don't remember until he's like halfway down the street and the kids are like, what about Harry or Henry, whatever the fucking dog's name is?
I think it was Harry, which is a terrible dog name.
Dog name. When they
it's like
said
naming
it,
your dog Bill.
It's like, it's so strange. But yeah, I really do love that we just get the text card at the end that just says like George and whatever her name is moved out.
Yeah.
And never came back. And it's like, okay, you could have just had them driving away and cut.
Right.
Done.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's the Amityville Horror. It's
the best
been
movie
remade.
Ever.
It's been sequelized and prequelized and all that stuff. It's not terrible. It's just not very good. You know.
No, it's really good. No, it's really good. It's really good.
So who would like this movie?
Well, if you want to get into the sharkified version of Amityville lore, if you're really trying to dive into like the shark aspect of Amityville, you might need to see this first.
Yeah. So. That's true. I also I think that if you are going through 70s horror, this is a staple. This has set a lot of, I mean, even though it's a very discombobulated, interesting movie, it's really beautiful to watch and it sets the tone and it's a lot of introductory tropes for the horror genre. So I'm surprised I hadn't seen it till now and I'm glad I did because it was fun. It was fun, but it's really long. It's 2 hours long and it really doesn't need to be
2 hours.
Like it feels longer than 2 hours too.
Yeah. So. I think, I mean, if you're a fan of haunted house movies, like this is kind of a, one of those that you should probably see. But more importantly, if you want to see Margot Kidder, a side boob, this is a pretty solid entry. In
Did you know she committed suicide?
She did?
Oh, yeah. Damn. I looked it up because I was like, wanting to look her up. And then that's how I found out she was the original Lois Lane. And then it was like cause of death, suicide, when she was like 67 or something.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Horrible. I thought it was like alcohol or drug related.
I mean, that's could be suicide as well.
Yeah, if you, it's kind of muddy. Like if you drink yourself to death, that could still be considered a suicide, even if you weren't really trying to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I always think personally, as I have a friend that died from an overdose. I think that dying from overdosing on drugs or alcohol is suicide, whether you intend to or not. You kind of know what's going to happen when you get to that point. But I don't know. It's really sad that happened to her. It's really sad that she did that.
Yeah, Margot Kidder is super pretty and she's a great actress. But man, you can tell from her voice. She was a
smoker?
A smoker, probably living pretty heavily from an early age, because that's more than just smoking. That's like smoking and drinking and just like, you know, by the time we get to like Superman 3, it's like, whoa. Aunt Griselda is here, you know, it's like Superman, save me.
Come here, gorgeous.
Anyway, so okay, let's play our game. No introduction needed.
Go to YouTube now. If
Amityvilles.
If you're listening on a podcasting app, go to YouTube now. Go watch us play this, because you won't understand it if you don't.
Yeah. So there are so many Amityville related movies. Like I said before, like you can just use the name Amityville. It's just a town. Like there's nothing keeping you from it. And you can just use the picture of a house on your poster. It doesn't even have to be related to this story at all. So let's start out. I'm not going to tell you how many there are. I'm just going to let you feel it, because I think it really communicates. You know,
but what's the game? What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
So I'm going to show you a poster without the title, and you have to guess the title of the poster.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. First up.
Oh my gosh.
I'll say what? What's happening there?
Well, there's a guy. There's a spooky Yuki house.
But why is it so high up?
It's based on a true story.
Amityville jungle.
I think here's your clue. Here's your clue. Okay. Any of these posters that have a lot of this text down here, probably means it's actually kind of legit.
That's what I was thinking.
And that it probably has a theatrical release, which is
I'm going to say
Return
to Amityville.
Okay. Sydney?
I'm going to say the Amityville Horror 3. I don't know.
Both wrong. It's the Amityville Horror. This is the remake. It's just the Amityville Horror.
Fuck. I didn't know. I've never seen that poster for it.
Yeah, I've never seen that poster either.
Damn.
I think there was a couple, but I thought this was the main one. I think this was the main one. Okay. Next up.
Oh my gosh. What am I looking at?
What is that? This family was not so lucky. This looks like it's older than the one that we watched.
This feels like it was directed by Romeo.
Hey, it has the title at the bottom. Amityville, the Possession.
Where did you see that?
It's in the little text.
Oh, you're right. Well, Sydney, you got it. It's Amityville 2, the Possession.
That's not fair. I was going to say Amityville Origins.
Well, she knew it first, so
they knew it.
He knew it. They knew it first, so he gets it.
Are we doing
next
now?
Up.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. We are for okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've never.
He said I could, so I am. Even though I fuck up every time, anyways. So sorry.
Bryce has calls me every pronoun. Call me Zeezer.
Zeezer, Zimzer. Mm-hmm. Okay. Any guesses?
This looks like an Amityville Twilight Zone crossover.
It does. Do you want to go first?
See, really, here's the game, guys. Come up with anything, and there's a good chance you'll be right.
The
This looks like Scooby Doo.
Okay, time's up. This is Amityville: A New Generation.
Gosh dang it.
See, I was gonna say like something with space because of the blue.
That's what I was trying to think of, is like a space thing.
Okay, next up.
Amityville Hell Time.
I've seen this poster. Amityville Horror Resurrection or something.
It is the last Amityville movie.
What the fuck? What do you mean? That's the title.
Spoiler, it's not. It's not the last Amityville movie. All right, next up.
Gremlins.
This one, I feel you can get. This one, there's a strong chance that you can
The Monster
guess
of
it.
Amityville.
Hmm.
The Amityville Monster.
Oh.
No.
The Amityville.
Notice how the monster's reaching out.
Goosebumps. 3D. Amityville Horror 3D.
I'm not going to give it to you, but it is the Amityville 3D.
Fuck you.
All right.
From the director of Hellbound Hellraiser 2?
Mm-hmm. Terror returns with a vengeance in...
Return to Amityville.
It's
Sydney?
definitely that. Return to Amityville.
Amityville 1992. It's about time.
What the heck?
Excuse me? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, the clock. I should have known
there's
from
a
the clock. The
It's
fucking
about
clock.
time.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
even say it's 3:15. It says it's 11:50.
there's no part of me that would have thought that the title of this horror movie would be It's About Time.
Okay. Next up.
King Kong in Amityville.
Sydney?
Planet of the Amityville apes.
Oh, man. You guys are so close. Amityville Bigfoot.
That is not Bigfoot. That's not Bigfoot. That's a gorilla.
Amityville Bigfoot. That's so good.
What the-
How does
All right.
that, how do you, hold on. How do you connect these things? Like, there was a story of a family who felt their house was haunted and they moved. How do we get from that to Amityville Bigfoot?
That's who's
Because
haunting the house.
It's a true
Bigfoot.
story and Bigfoot exists. You know, that's how. Okay, next up.
Oh my god.
Every
From the
house has a
producer of
history.
its. Okay, this is James Wan.
I'm going to say Amityville Legends.
Sydney?
Amityville, the Lady of Amityville.
Amityville The Awakening.
You were close, Max.
You were pretty
You were
close.
close.
Okay, next up.
Amityville Nightlife.
It's a backpack.
What? I just saw all the lights and
Sydney,
stuff.
do you have a guess?
Wait, I'm changing mine to Amityville Back to School Night.
Okay.
The Amityville, the devil made me do it.
You're so close, Sydney. It's the Amityville Backpack.
Oh no!
I should have said backpack. I should have said backpack. Are you fucking serious, Bryce? Is this real?
This is real. Just look it up. It's a movie.
Amityville Backpack.
All right, next up.
Amityville Karen.
Oh, this
Sydney?
is Amityville Karen. I did see this poster earlier.
It is Amityville Karen. I'll give one to both of you.
Directed by Sean C. Phillips.
1 point for me.
The
Can happen
Amityville
anywhere.
Possession. The Amityville. The Exorcism of Amityville.
I'm gonna say Amityville Last Rites.
Oh, like that.
I'm gonna give it to Sydney. It's
Yeah.
Amityville Exorcism.
Let's go.
That's pretty good.
All right, next up.
How many are there? Demons do exist.
It's a
What
film
the
by
f-
Tony Newton. That
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Beneath the Amityville Horror.
Amityville Silent Hill 3.
The Amityville Exorcist.
Well, that's not
Fuck
fair.
you.
I was really hoping that you would say the Amityville Exorcist
And you
On
could be
this
like,
one?
you're wrong.
and then have it on this one. Okay, next up.
The Eyes of Amityville.
shoot.
The posters are pretty on the nose. Like they're not like the Amityville backpack was like really on the nose. Like
Amityville demon.
Amityville hex.
What?
Obviously, I mean, look at it. You can tell by the way it is.
Amityville in space. Amityville in space. I know it.
Is it Amityville in space?
It's Amityville in space.
Yeah, that's for both of us. We got it. What is the spider? Like, what's that?
It's the demon spider, you know?
One eye.
All right.
Cloudy with the chance of death? Are these real people? Like, what is this?
This is a real movie.
Oh my God.
Amityville Tropic Thunder.
Twister in Amityville.
I think I might have to give it to Sydney. Amityville
NATO.
Oh God. I need to be better at this.
Known.
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper in Amityville. What the fuck is that?
The Amityville Killer.
I'm going to give it to Sydney. It's the Amityville Ripper.
Oh my gosh, Sydney, you've gotten like 5 of these right.
I'm good. Context clues.
Yeah, he's got 6. Max, you have 2.
2? I thought I had 1.
You're keeping track?
Yeah.
The Pirates of Amityville.
Max, I think you can get this one.
You think I can get this one?
I think you can. Look at the picture closely.
The gold. The treasure. The treasure of Amityville.
The Amityville skull.
No, think of horror tropes.
Horror tropes.
What does every franchise eventually get to?
Final destination.
Amityville Bloodlines.
Amityville in the Hood.
Oh.
Oh my God. The gold tooth. That's so bad. Oh my God.
All right.
Christmas in Amityville.
A Christmas haunting in Amityville or something.
A very Amityville Christmas.
You're so close, but it's Amityville Christmas Vacation.
Oh my God.
We've got more. We're not even close to done yet.
What?
This is one that doesn't have one of the few that doesn't have the house in it.
Do they all have Amityville in the title? Can you give me that?
Pretty sure, yeah. All of them do, yeah.
The Amityville is Frankenstein. Amityville.
Cyborgs in Amityville.
Damn, Sydney, you are good.
Oh my God.
Amityville Frankenstein.
Yeah. Get off. Oh, wait. Penis.
Oh, penis.
Is this a
tagline? For God's sake, get off.
Is it a porn parody or is this real?
This has got to be a porn parody.
It's hard to say.
But the blood on the phallic shaped chimney is not doing it for me.
You don't sail the Red Sea, Max? What the fuck?
Casual.
The Amityville jerking off in Amityville.
Okay, Max, you got one?
Amityville late night in Amityville.
Amityville vibrator.
They should have done that. It looks too much like a dick. The vibrators don't really look like that. I guess you can't really do much else.
It doesn't look like a dick. My dick doesn't look like that.
Well, no, but
all right.
My dick doesn't look clown.
The Amityville clown.
The circus, the Amityville circus.
Both wrong. Ghosts of Amityville.
It's got a clown on the front.
That was misleading. They shouldn't have. No, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. No.
Okay.
No,
Evil comes in all forms.
No.
The Amityville monkey.
The Amityville toy island. So toys in Amityville.
Ooh, the Amityville Legacy.
But why is it the
There is an
monkey?
Amityville toy box that has a monkey on the cover.
That's what
but
I
it's
was
not this
thinking of. No, I wasn't. I didn't.
This is
know.
probably the sequel to the Amityville toy box.
Motherfucker.
All right, last one.
The Conjuring, Amityville. No. That's not my guess. A haunting in Amityville.
Amityville 3000.
The Amityville Terror.
Amityville?
Amityville.
Terror.
And that's all, folks.
Right.
And that's all, folks.
And this is not even all of them. I'm telling you.
It's
That was a
not,
great
because
game.
I saw different ones when I was
It's
Googling
endless.
them. That was
So-
fucked up. That was crazy. It's too much. It's annoying. It's gross. Stop making be original.
Well, Sydney definitely won. Sydney got
Sydney
7.
killed it. Holy cow.
Max got 2. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Horror Movie Talk. Check out Amityville Horror on HBO Max. If you want to call and leave us a voicemail, call 682-253-4468. Please, again, check out Dustin's new project on Instagram at Forain, Forraein. And, stay Amityville. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
This might be in the top 10 Amityville movies I've ever seen.
Is that a raincoat? Yes, it is.
I just took a stroll through the scraggly woods.
He had no face.
Horror!
Wow, that didn't sound good.